Hi, welcome back. Well, I decided to do another one. I decided that one was so short and I have a second wind. So I'm going to go ahead and do our next Bible lesson here, which is Thursday, I think. Oh, wait, let me see. Oh, wait a second. Sorry. I'm on the wrong thing. Oh, yes, Wednesday. This is Wednesday. Sorry. It's still Monday. So Wednesday, hi! Okay, so today we are going to look at Friends Pray for Peter, all right? So we have talked about this story before about Peter and the gates, the jail doors opening and all that, but we're going to read it in our Bible now, so please turn to Acts 12. Acts 12. Again, if you're not there yet, you can pause the tape and wait till you get to Acts 12 to hear the verses. And if you're there, yay! All right, Acts 12, we're going to read 1 to 17. And again, I'm reading on my computer because the Bible, the NIV one, is really small. And I want you to follow along and make it easy for you to follow along. So I want to make sure I use the NIV, okay? All right. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Praise the Lord. He is awesome. All right, so here we go. Verse 1. We're in Acts chapter 12, verse 1. It was about this time that King Herod arrested some who belonged to the church, intending to persecute them. He had James, the brother of John, put to death with the sword when he saw that this met with approval among the Jews. He proceeded to seize Peter also. This happened during the festival of unleavened bread. Okay, so King Herod already arrested James. Yeah, John's brother. Remember James and John, the sons of Zebedee, the sons of thunder. Remember we talked about them before you left last week when we were looking at Jesus' friends, the disciples, and how James and John were both brothers. They were fishermen. Jesus called them, and he called them the sons of thunder, and he called them, well, they were the sons of Zebedee, yeah, because that was their dad. Was named Zebedee. All right. Okay, so James has now been because Herod arrested him and killed him with a sword. We don't know how. We don't know, like stabbing or whatever. But the Bible tells us killed him with the sword. So everybody's like, whoa, yay, Herod, we love you. You are awesome. You are great. Wow. And so he's like, wow. So killing one of these dudes got a super happy reaction. People love me. So he went and grabbed Peter. He's like, hey, if one is good, then two is better. All right. So he grabs Peter and he arrests him. All right, I'm on verse 4. After arresting him, he put him in prison, handing him over to be guarded by 4 squads of 4 soldiers each. So 4 squads. Each squad has 4 soldiers. That's 16 guys. Because 4 times 4 is 16, right? So this squad has 4, this squad has 4, this squad has 4, this squad has 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay? All right, so 16 soldiers to guard one little Peter. One Peter. That's what he's guarding. Okay? All right, so Herod, we're still in verse 4, intended to bring him out for public trial after the Passover. So Peter was kept in prison, but the church was earnestly praying for God, to God for him. Now, the church means the people who have accepted Jesus, not like a church building. There's no buildings praying for Peter. It's all the people who have accepted Jesus are praying for Peter. That's what it means by the church. All right, verse 6. The night before Herod was to bring him to trial, Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers bound with 2 chains, and sentries stood guard at the entrance. So there's a lot of guys guarding Peter. Suddenly an angel of the Lord appeared, and a light shone in the cell. He struck Peter on the side and woke him up. So Peter was sleeping so soundly he didn't even see like the bright lights and stuff. So the angel had to go, hey, hello, wake up. What you doing? Okay? "Get up," he said. That's the angel. And the chains fell off of Peter's wrists. The angel then said to him, "Put on your clothes and sandals." And Peter did so. Wrap your cloak around you and follow me," the angel told him. Peter followed him out of the prison, but had no idea that what the angel was doing was really happening. He thought he was seeing a vision. So he thinks maybe it's something that's going to happen later, maybe, that God is showing him something. He did not realize that he was actually leaving the prison right there and then. Okay? They passed the first and second guards and came to the iron gate leading to the city. It opened for them by itself, and they went through it. When they had walked the length of one street, suddenly the angel left him. So it's saying that they passed all these guards, they didn't even see him. That when they got to the gate, which I'm sure was locked and somebody had to unlock it, just opened by itself. And out Peter and the angel go. So the angel is like leading Peter out of the prison, through the gates and stuff. Just like, remember Lot? When they were going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, the angels led Lot and his family out of Sodom, right? But this time it wasn't the same in the fact that, excuse me, that Peter went willingly. Remember, Lot, basically, the angels had to like drag him out. He's like, "No, wait." But this time, Peter's just like, "Yep, I'm going." But Peter didn't even realize it was really happening. So very interesting. Although I don't think Peter would have stayed if he knew that it was really happening. Oh, too much talking today. I think I need a drink. Woo, sorry. Okay. Then we're on verse 11. Then Peter came to himself and said, "Now I know without a doubt that the Lord has sent this angel to rescue me from Herod's clutches and from everything the Jewish people were hoping would happen." When this had dawned on him, like when he was like, "Whoa, I have been released, woohoo!" He went to the house of Mary, the mother of John, also called Mark, John Mark, where many people had gathered and were praying. Peter knocked at the outer entrance, and a servant named Rhoda came to answer the door. When she recognized Peter's voice, so maybe she said, "Who is it?" And he said, "It's me. Hi, let me in." She was so overjoyed she ran back without opening it and exclaimed, "Peter is at the door." Verse 15. There they were praying for just this thing. And then they didn't believe her when she said, "He's here." "You're out of your mind," they told her. When she kept insisting that it was so, they said it must be his angel. Okay, so think of that. Poor Peter knocks at the door. "Who is it?" "It's me, I've come." She runs away. What would you be doing? "Hello? Hey, I could get out of a jail, but I can't get in your house. Hello? Hello?" It's kind of funny to think about, don't you think? All right, verse 16. But Peter kept on knocking, and when they opened the door, they saw him. They were astonished, shocked. "It's him, it's really him." 17. Peter motioned with his hand for them to be quiet and described how the Lord had brought him out of the prison. "Tell James and the other brothers and sisters about this," he said, and then he left for another place. Okay, so they're all probably like, "Whoa!" And he's like, "Shh, shh, shh. We don't want people to see me or know it. I mean, I'm sitting here knocking and shh." Okay, so he told him to tell James and tell everybody else, but he had to go somewhere, some other place. All right. Verse 18. In the morning, there was no small commotion among the soldiers as to what had become of Peter. After Herod had a thorough search made for him and did not find him, he cross-examined the guards and ordered that they be executed. That is the sad part of this story. Yeah, that because, God saved Peter, these people were put to death. but God is sovereign and he knows best. All right, so his friends were praying and praying and praying for him. And they were praying that God would release him from prison, that he wouldn't be killed like James was. And then the angel comes. God sends the angel, pulls off the chains, opens the door, runs him right past all the guards, out the gate. And then he goes to the house, Mary's house, and he's knocking. Hello? Hello? Is anybody there? And then they just leave. Very interesting. Okay? Because Rhoda is so excited. Woohoo! She has to go tell everybody. She doesn't think about opening the door. She thinks about, let's go tell. But the friends had an interesting response, didn't they? They didn't believe her. They thought she was crazy. She's like, ooh, you are Lolo. And she's like, no, I'm serious. It's really him. You have to come see. It's really, really him. And so eventually they did go see. But it's very interesting how they were praying for something, but then they were surprised when God answered. Okay? All right. So remember on Monday when the Wednesday assignment actually accidentally came out? Well, you need to go back to that Wednesday assignment and you need to answer the questions on page 205. It's just your memory verse. You're going to take, so part A remembers the beginning, okay, before the comma or semicolon, yeah. And part B is after the comma or the semicolon. And then you're going to answer the questions, all right? And then you're going to look at the general letters, part 2, which is 1 John, 2 John, 3 John, and Jude. Read what is about, where they were. That's page 206. Let me double check to make sure I put 206 up there for you on Wednesday. Guess this is Wednesday. Yes, they're both there. 205, 206. They're both attached. So go ahead and do that. All right. And I will see you tomorrow, which is Thursday. And on Chapel Day, I'm hoping to send you a link. Information on a video for people who have Prime. I'm hoping most of you have Prime right now. I'm finding out how many people have Prime. And I'm going to have you watch a video there on Torchlighters is my plan. Okay, so that will be chapel on Friday for you. All right, I will see you tomorrow on Thursday. So have a great Wednesday. Bye-bye.